Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play of Crusader Kings 2 named Jain Addiction. And it's named that because we are playing a Jain ruler. We are the Raja of Chaturaj. We're also the Raja of Anarta and Raja of Saurashtra. We're heir to the Raj of Gurjara Mandala, which is right here. And that was a part of our holdings until our character's father died. Very young, actually. How old was he when he died? 53? I mean, you know. Well, his granddaddy died at 46, so I guess it kind of runs in the family. So the clock is ticking, I guess you could say. So yeah, things were looking a little bit iffy whenever he died, but luckily we were only 2 years away from being of age, and our guy, while not great, is not horrible, and I have betrothed him to someone that is quick now. Unfortunately, she is only 7, so it's going to be about 9 years until we can get married, but as you can see, we're doing fine. Normally, the main problems that you run into when you don't have a wife are, number one, your domain size is just gutted a lot of times because you kind of count on the stewardship score from your wife to add into yours, which boosts up your domain score. But since we are a Raja, we get some buffs to that, which has really helped us out. Also, our guy's good score is in stewardship, which helps out a ton. The second thing is that a lot of times your wives you might marry for intrigue because they can be your spy master. But you know, we're kind of rolling the dice there, I guess you could say. Who is our spy master? Oh, well, he loves us, and he's not too bad. So right now, we've actually just got him sitting here to scheme and try to catch any plots to kill us. Actually, everybody kind of loves us. That's part of the benefit of being Jain. Pretty much everybody likes you. It's a plus 30 bonus to the how people view you because you are Jain. Yeah. So, anyways, things are going pretty swimmingly at this point. Did we? Yeah, we took over. We formed the duchy here of these 3 counties so that we could have a de jure claim on the Thakur of Kutch, and we promptly took him over. You know, he does have a little bit of a malice to us because we declared war on him, but that's completely fine. He's a Jain too, so he understands. Currently, kind of what we're waiting on here is well, what are we waiting on? I think what we were waiting on was some prestige, so we could go to war with this guy. Because declaring war on our little brother or our half brother here. Claiming his territory, since he is an ally of ours, it's going to cost us 50 prestige, but that's the only thing it's going to cost us. We don't get any kind of a penalty to, you know, like how other rulers perceive us, which is actually very nice. His only ally is actually us, so he's not going to be able to call anybody in on us. Excuse me. So he has currently 894 troops, which is not really that bad for somebody who's only 11, but we have a grand total of about 1,600 troops. We might just wait until our domain troops are completely back and ready to roll, I suppose. So we want to pick an ambition. The only ambition that we have at this point is to become the king of Gujarat. Once we take this ambition, we absolutely cannot cancel it. So how far away are we from becoming that king of Gujarat? Not very far at all. And as a matter of fact, all we need at this point is the gold. So it makes an awful lot of sense for us to push for that. So why don't we just go ahead and take that ambition. It'll give us 1,000 prestige once complete. And then, yeah, what we'll do is we'll give it a little bit of time to get our levies back up. And yeah, we're making a ton of money already, so not too bad. Now, somebody did. Let's go ahead and unpause the game and let it roll a little bit. Somebody did bring up the idea of like basically trying to get this guy killed. And when I thought about that, and that's not necessarily a bad strategy, because the reason that he suggested that was because this guy is our heir, and if when he inherits, he would inherit everything, and we would be consolidated again. But the thing is, I actually like our ruler that we have right now compared to the other guy, and it would kind of be a gamble, because we're not in a bad position here. He is certainly in a weaker position, and so we're gonna roll with this guy. I think we can consolidate absolutely just fine under this Raja Yoga Raja. Says a delegation from one of your subjects has arrived. Large-scale forest clearing work is being done in one of your provinces. Recent illness among the elephants means the peasants don't have enough of the animals to be able to finish in time before the rainy season. They ask you to lend them elephants to speed up the work. So we can send elephants. It'll cost us 18 gold, but we gain 50 prestige. We can send soldiers, which would basically like half both of them. And then if we say, hey, get out of here, your problems aren't my concern, we would get local revolt risk and tax modifier for 3 years, which is not good. So which one do we gain gold faster than we do prestige, but we're about to gain a whole whack of prestige. So I'm not too concerned with it. Plus, when we go to war, we're going to gain prestige from that too. So I'm just going to do this to duck the revolt risk. We certainly do not want to have a revolt on our hands at this point. That would complicate things a little bit. So basically, we're just in a holding pattern. We want to scoop this up before Pratihara scoops it up, if they so chose. I don't even know if they have any claims on it. They may very well not. And creating this kingdom will also be good because we'll avoid a situation like what we had last time. So we can create the kingdom. I think I'm going to go ahead and do it. Boom. We are now the Kingdom of Gujarat. So we have upgraded our status from Raja to Maharaja. We are now a Maharaja, which is good because we'll gain more prestige from that. I thought we gained 1,000 from that. I guess we didn't gain as much as I thought. And, or maybe we had to spend some prestige to make it. No, should just been gold. Maybe purity. Anyways, doesn't matter. So we fulfilled that, which is very good. And let's see, looks like we've got some titles we can be giving out here. We have 2 more commander level titles. The mayor gets 1. He's a 17. Would he be a better marshal? Indeed he would. So let's go ahead and do that, because having a better marshal increases that trained troops. So we want that. And you can be a commander now. Sorry about the lack of a marshal title. This guy's actually a better chancellor. Were we fabricating over here? I don't know if we were or weren't. It's just, like I've said a few times, I really hesitate to kind of get busy over here because it could turn nasty super fast. Super fast. In fact, it might be better to like fabricate claims even on these guys over here. Because my plan is, we get 1 subjugation per lifetime. And what we're going to work towards is you want to blow your subjugation on something like a very worthy target. So I'm thinking Pratihara here is a very worthy target. But we just have to pick our time correctly. We don't want to attack into them when he has enough purity or, piety or whatever it is that they have, karma probably, to raise a holy order. Like if we were to do it right now, which would be stupid. He doesn't have a whole lot of troops. In fact, he doesn't even really have a whole lot of allies. And he also could not raise a holy order. Maybe it's not as stupid as I think, but I think we should probably focus on getting this first. Indeed. And then we can turn our attention elsewhere. But let's go ahead and fabricate claims. Let's just fabricate a claim over there. Why not? So I think our goal for this game, just overall goal for this game, is to just, of course, have some fun. But what would taking this empire make? Empire of Rajasthan. Well, it would take a lot. How many counties are there? 95. That's pretty big. We would have to do some hella work to make that happen. But you know what? We'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. At the very least, we'll have some fun. And we'll have some interesting stories to tell. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it was 1,000. It was 1,000. We got 400, it looks like, from just creating the kingdom by itself. And then we got 1,000 when we fulfilled the ambition. So we'll pause the game. We need to pick a new ambition. We could become the Paragon of Enlightenment, which I think is probably fine. Because we will eventually hit that much purity, I'm sure. Because you need to have 500 purity before you can subjugate. Alright, how are we looking on troops? See, even our troop count went up. Now we can... I think we're probably just going to go to war right now. I don't know. Let's let our treasury tick up a little bit. Let's let our treasury tick up a little bit. You know, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself here. Sometimes I can bite off more than I can chew. Ooh, very good, very good. I like to see some strife in the people that I'm about to target. Sometimes I do bite off a little bit more than I can chew in Crusader Kings 2 because my eyes are bigger than my stomach, or maybe my mouth, or whatever. Maybe I just write checks that my ass can't cash. But I don't think this is going to be one of those times. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Alright, sorry, bro. Oh, wait, offer vassalization? No, he wouldn't take it. He would not take it. Too bad. Too bad, so sad. No, I'm not giving it to you. Yeah, we just claim it. We don't want to de jure claim it. We want to just straight up claim it. So we can take both of them. Alright, we're going to raise vassal levies too. We're going to go ahead and stand you down. It would take too long for you to get over here. Let's get everybody together in Vardamana. We're going to get everyone together. And let's see, where are you going? Demalpur, and you're going to Sarasvata Mandala, which is right here. So he's coming here. He's coming here. Interesting, really. You're going to come here on the 21st of February. Okay. We could sit here. We could just say, you know, hey, sit here. I bet he would stop at that point, though. Let's see. Let's have you go to there. That way you don't path through them. I'm going to go ahead and let them move into our territory. Keep an eye on him. Because as he gains morale, the time for him to get there is going to go down. Okay, so now on the 2nd of March, huh? This is plains and plains. Okay, not a big deal. Normally, I don't do too much defensive, like, baiting. Like I've seen some other content creators like to bait into their armies. I do sometimes, don't get me wrong. If the opportunity is just there and it's like right there slapping me in the face like a fish, I'll go ahead and take it. But normally I just prefer to go in with overwhelming numbers and good commanders and just absolutely just take it to them offensively. Okay, so that's most of his troops. He's going to retreat back to there. We'll wipe him out. Should be a stack wipe. And then we'll just spread out and siege. It shouldn't take many. Yeah, 280, about 270. So we just split in half. Move you over here. He's not going to call in any allies, so we're not too worried about that. Great! My concubine is pregnant. And we're still making almost 3 gold a month, even with all of our troops raised. So we'll take this from him. I'm not really sure if he will stay in charge of it. I don't think so. I think we'll get it, since it's a claim. If we subjugated him, he would just become our vassal, which would be stupid, since we actually have a claim on it. And if we would have done the de jure thing, we would have taken this from him, but he would have kept that. So we certainly did not want that to happen. Children lacks a guardian. My son. Well, we want to educate our potential heirs ourselves. to see what we can do. Just in case we don't get anybody with any good traits. Have we sired anybody with any good traits so far? We did. We have a genius. Very good. Blessings upon you and your house. I have discovered a plot where Thakur Mahala of Somnath seeks to fabricate a claim on the Raj of Saurashtra. Well, thank you. You just did me a favor. Because now that he did that, we can imprison him without incurring tyranny. So we'll do that after we finish up this war. And if he rebels against us, well, guess what? We get to take his shit. A daughter was born. Okay. No traits. The smallest spider makes my son Yogaraja. So this is like Yogaraja the second. Squeal and run for cover. This has started to worry me. Well, is this guy going to be our heir? No. So we could try to give him some negative traits because he's not going to be our heir. The thing is, the thing about that is, something could happen to the other kid. Somebody could assassinate him, kill him. It's hard to tell. Giving him content would be fantastic, though. Let's give him content. Very good. Very good. Okay, looks like we probably need to siege out one more holding. And then we're done. And we probably won't even drop our levies. We're just going to send them straight down here. I caught my son, Yogaraja, lying to me again. Straight to my face and without batting an eye. I almost had an innocent servant sent to the stocks. Well, we don't want him to be, deceitful. See, yeah, honest. Very good. I do have my limits on some of the things that I'll load up onto them. Normally, I just try to keep them away from ambitious, and content is a big win. Okay, 100%, so we can enforce our demands. And no, he did retain those titles, and he definitely does not like us. Too many held duchies, he says. Is that true? Yeah. What we're probably going to do is we're probably going to destroy that Raj. Oh, we can't because we're Gavelkind succession. Well played, game. Well played. Yeah. We're going to go up to low crown authority here so that we can revoke titles in the kingdom. We're going to move down here. Oh, another son. I don't think I plan on changing over to elective. I don't think I want to do that. I think I just want to stay Gavelkind. Stay Gavelkind until we can go primogeniture. If we go primogeniture, we might not even go that. We might just stay Gavelkind. I don't know. We'll see. Gavelkind just means that you really have to watch your... You just have to watch how you give out land. I mean, really, but you should be doing that anyways in Crusader Kings 2. Okay, so this guy, we're going to try to imprison him. 32% chance for success. That's actually what we want to see. We don't want to see it be too high. Good. Very good. So now he's rebelling against us. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, well, we're going to have to burn some gold for some more commanders here pretty soon. And since we never put down our levies, we went in with full morale, and they did not. So it was a bloodbath, basically. Yeah, we could take this with the de jure claim, but I mean, if we're gonna war on Pratihara, we're not gonna war over one county. We're gonna subjugate their asses. Yeah. One more siege should do it. One more holding. As you can see, our prestige is already about to crest 2,000. It was pretty quick, wasn't it? In about a year, we gained about 1,500 prestige just from 2 wars and forming a kingdom. Alright. Give me that. Actually, yeah, now give me that. Traitor. And he gets to stay in my prison now. And that's mine. That belongs to me now. Okay, so this is my daughter. We're not going to educate her ourselves. Well, we could. Who are we warding right now? Okay, so we're going to have to ward this guy next year anyway, so there's really not any point in picking her up. I mean, we could have her for like a year, but instead, let's just put her with somebody that's going to have her for a while. So how do we want to groom our daughter? We could try to groom her for intrigue, since she could be a potential spy master. But we also might be marrying her off for alliances. It's potentially a thing. It's good to have some gray eminences around. Unfortunately, the only gray eminence that we have right now is Hindu. Can we get her to religiously convert? I don't know. It's my concubine, huh? What about Midas touched? We could do Midas touched. I'm Midas touched. He's Midas touched. What about brilliant strategist? So basically, we have a Jain tutor for all of the really nice ones except for Gray Eminence, which is stinky. We need to try to get her to religiously convert. Alright, so let's pick her, and then let's see if we can get her to convert. It was Dandy, right? Yeah, she'll convert. Very good. You need to convert to my religion. Alright, so pretty good episode. We accomplished some goals. We got our kingdom formed, so now even when somebody dies, yes, there are going to be some inheritances that are going to get split up, but it's all going to stay under the same kingdom flag, which is very, very important. We can always, take back things that my other siblings get. So anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me, and until next time, game on.